As well as I last did one of these. Whew, how do I say this? Yeah, I had to kill infantry. Blame Rico for that. I saw that in my Discord message. I was like, what the actual fuck are you want me to do? I had to do it, bro. I had to shoot him. Rico. It's Rico. Anyways. Welcome back, Wilson, to another MTC Bell. I'm finally back from the dead after I pretty much bombed all of my exams. But I hope this one's gonna be better. I already heard that the last MTC Bell between Cab on Hawk and USSR on Eagle was kind of terrible. This is a 2v2 on muddy fields. Both of them have Cold War, late modern technology. There was I'm not sure if that was a head start. Maybe he just moved it. I'm not sure. And there they go. It seems that USSR is opening up with a lot of infantry carriers on the BA flank, while Cabini legionaries are airdropping into sea again, like they once did before. But they didn't anticipate it. The BTR shoots down the chopper. But at the same time, the BTR also dies. Yeah, the majority of the infantrymen were able to deploy. I remember seeing in chat on the Eagle team, yo, watch out, they will have a chopper landing onto sea, and they still didn't prevent it. There is now a fully upgraded ZTZ engaging the infantrymen. The USSR was able to have a lot of modern technology over the last few turns, since they invested heavily in it. Now they were able to fully afford ZTZ 96As fully upgraded with APS systems. These are going to be tough to kill, especially for infantrymen. He has been squeezed in between infantry and tank over here. Nutty. Grenade launchers are clearing the sea point of any infantryman trying to capture it. Martin gets blown up by the high explosive from another tank through the smoke. EJ, nutty shot. MLRS is now hitting, the Beam 21 Brad is now hitting C to prevent Eagle forces to capture C. As you can see on the map, they have completely focused the entire army on C right now, and only left their GRU forces to capture A. B is left completely unattended, unprotected, untagged. That was a howitzer shot way too low and way off. I again forgot to start the timer. Whoopsie daisies. I also cannot type my own nickname properly, it seems. Lol, that infantry snipe BTR mid-air with RPG. Yeah, I saw that. What is sponsor timer? Yeah, sponsor, shut the fuck up. I know timer. C is now completely flushed from any infantry trying to capture it. They are artillery spamming C to basically just deny them to capture their back point. B point now has been captured by Cabini forces, engaged by the tank from across the field. But Ponzer's long gone. He's gonna run off into cover. This is what the Cabinis maybe have planned for. The GRU tried to capture A as their backline, and the Legionaries tried to capture C at their backline. But they are currently just artillery spamming C, denying them to capture it. But this rocket strike, did it connect? It connected. If I was this mortar gunner, I would actually just go in. The artillery strike is now heading A. I would just go in and finish the cap. Sacrifice yourself. But now the entire cap timer's set down to low. Yeah, they're gonna make it. They're gonna make it. The Beam 21 Grad cannot adjust in time. They finally got C at least. I think hopefully now they will be able to focus on B. The GRU detachment A was finally defeated with artillery support. We have the ghost of Cabini over here again. This time in a T-64 BV bullet, BM bullet. My bad. Currently shelling B with high explosive. What is on B? Nomad patrol carrier. Let us shoot the Hawk side. Team me Hawk. Okay, the Hawk side is way more centralized. Look at this. They are building one even front line over here. And have the artillery in the very far back just raining hell on them. Kibini is focusing on artillery support, artillery spam, to make up for the rather smaller-ish front line. They have a strong front with tanks on the middle, shelling from far away, while they currently have the cap advantage. They don't need to go to C anymore, and USSR has to focus to put pressure on B or A to divert forces. Artillery strikes are coming in now on the smoke position over here. Hitting nothing. The ZDC is long gone. Ooh, one bullet down by the EJ on the flanks. B is now also getting uncapped. There it is. The ghost of Oman on the gunner seat of this ZTZ-96A. Fully upgraded APS systems, ERA systems. A good gun. Infantryman now spotted. Ponzu is on the run with his supply truck. Will he be able to at least distract them long enough for support to come in? No, Ponzu gets taken down by an explosive shell. Bulat spotted him, but shot low. Gets catched on a hill. Give me a sec. Now the rocket artillery strike comes in. Quick aiming, but not quick enough. If Ponzu was able to maybe run away a little bit further and like keep him there, distracted for a bit more, I think this could have gone a lot differently. High explosive now getting launched into B to hopefully deny them to capturing it. Martin just stands in the absolute open on the side over here, captures the point, and runs away to freedom. BM-21 again. Is this a creeping barrage? No, I guess it was a position here getting called in. Oh yeah, GRU forces in the middle of the field over here. Oh, I'm not sure anymore. They captured the patrol carrier, which is, funnily enough, neatly parked in. At least nobody follows the laws of the road. Infantry small arms fire over here between GRU and whatever over here is. I hear tank engine. Yeah, the ghost of Cabini is still over there in the field. One thing that I've noticed with Cabinis is they like to have like the most ace tank crew very far in the back line, just covering flanks, like to keep it as far from actually direct engagement as possible. It's always this light ghost gray tank. Last time was always the Object 279. This time it's a bullet. Oh no! The captured M117 now got blown up by artillery. But they at least got the infantry. But B is uncapped now. Cabini is leading with 2,000 points. Airdrop by USSR behind enemy lines. Oh! The Ghost of Oman was destroyed. By what? Artillery strike is hitting it now. There's an infantryman somewhere below me on the map. Oh, Ponzu came back for revenge. That's nutty. Nusik. Cap, Ponzu destroyed at CDZ low. Which one is Hawk? Hawk is Cap and Eagle is USSR. Behind enemy lines, paratrooped in. Artillery was finally taken out. Good job by the infantryman. T-62 also now in the dugout over here, covering the left flank while the bullet covers the right flank. Let us look over there on the artillery position. Who took it out? Let's switch to Eagle. Team me Eagle. Yeah. He snuck up on the way far flank, was able to take out that third position. They didn't kill the supply vehicle, but they got one of the grads. And if I remember correctly, Cab only brought 2. So if they already lost one valuable grad, they might be able to lose another. USSR now was able to finally capture B. GRU firefight. Martin is down. Martin again in full green camouflage, trying to blend in with the grass. Maybe a more shadow area would work, but like in the open field, he's still very visible. The green shade is not helping that case. T-62 pushing up on the main road. Engine loud. Will the infantry be able to engage? Meanwhile, the Bullet over here is launching high explosive shell after high explosive shell on the infantry positions over here. While Cabini infantry is trying to counter in. Oh! They walk past each other. Oh, and he's down. Look how jolly it is. Kind of blind, but look how jolly it is. Ugh. Was too focused on blowing up mines. There comes the second BM-21 grad, this time on the other spawn. In hopes, T-62 engaged and destroyed with an RPG-7. The RPG-7s currently are very strong in the meta. This is something we've also noticed in the World Some Staff team, and we have come up with a hopefully logical and balanced way how to give infantry still their power, but gave them a greater cost. If you want to play infantry, you can still play infantry, but you will now still bear risks and financial risk with it. Currently, infantry have 0 cost to them. You can just spam them out, while tanks are expensive. If they die, they're gone. We will try to fix that with a possible change. The Ghost of Oman is back at it again, this time hiding right behind B, while a hail of artillery barrage is coming down. Ghost of Kabini over here, however, has pushed up on the road. He is being visible. Can be spotted. ZSU-23 bunker position over here. This is a nutty way to exploit the barrel clipping of some of the weapons. Being able to stick out. But nothing a high explosive shell cannot fix. No, he's alive. Oh my goodness gracious. This is... Damn. Grenade launcher now coming raining down. Ghost of Kabini was taken out by the Ghost of Oman. Yeah, I'm recording. Spawn through. Wait, what? Yo, why are they spawning blue? What do you mean spawning blue? I fucking didn't notice they're using Ghost Grey on these hoes. Is it blue or is it Ghost Grey? No, that's a difference. I kind of did say there's no press. I'm just gonna make sure. I can't type. My fingers are too fat. Like little sausages, 5 per hand. T-62 on the flank over here. Scoping in on B. He might have a visual on the very extended Ghost of Oman over here. Low front plate is exposed. Ah, he pushed up a bit more. If this T-62 was able to get a shot off on that, it would have been nutty. But no, he's getting engaged by RPG-7 fire. He's getting spots. 1 USSR infantry, 2 USSR infantry, and he's gone. Ghost of Oman was able to strike again. Let's look at Hawk. Team me Hawk. Goodness gracious. Artillery spam once more, hitting B. This time more focus on trying to hit the Ghost of Oman over here. APS intercepted once. Checking for repairs. There's something damaged. Why is Oman jumping out while there's artillery strike going on? Are we smart? Okay, the barrage seemed to stop. Both driver and gunner checked for repairs. I think it's only the track and something internal over here. Maybe a breach? APS radar? No, it's only the track, right? Yeah, it's only the track. Yeah, it's only the track. I thought that something was also coming from this side of the turret. I'm just wrong, I guess. Artillery strike coming on what now? C. What are they possibly trying to hit over here? I hear an engine. Supply truck. Oh, this is a snaky bastard over here. Now this is a snaky little prick. Server was able to sneak in a supply truck, spawn in his little infantry minions, and they will try to engage C point, capture C point, and divert force from USSR back from their pretty steady front line over here. There's one glorious USSR soldier tasked with defending the point. He's guarding it. Will he be able to detect the danger before it's too late? As long as the supply truck stays manned, they can just spam infantry out. Serb takes out the guard and uncaps the C point. He runs away before any retaliatory strike can come in. I think, what is he trying to do? Maybe he wants to, like, engage the machine gun over here? Which, frankly, this is stuffed. I don't support this. But it's more like he blocked off the entrance with the bunker, and he's just stuck in here. He could just endlessly start blasting until like a lucky high explosive finally does some damage to his emplacement over here. Another tank force dying. BM-21 again hitting B. This time they're moving the BM-21 the entire time. Have you noticed that yet? Screen? Chat. First was over here, then was on the left, then it's in the middle. They're trying to move it across like you would do it on Warner to avoid counter battery. Or a sneaky infantryman going in. B's finally getting uncapped. Let me check my pings. They have blue vehicles. Kill them. I hope that was clear enough. ZTZ is on fire now. Fire getting incinerated. It's heavily damaged over here. Will they be able to destroy it, however? Or maybe, just maybe even capture it. That's far future. Currently, Gabini forces are capturing B, and they left B. What happened? Oh, I think he's hiding in the gas station in the back far corner over here, right? Yep. What the actual fuck are we doing here, mate? Yep. I'm sure to let this guy do have his fun. ZTZ getting repaired over here. Engineer coming up to help in repairs with his repair torch. C is getting recapped now. B is getting capped by Kabini forces, and A was uncapped by GRU. This is interesting to see. This 23mm position is basically shutting down any infantry or light vehicle trying to come this main road into the point. So they have to come from this forest side to avoid the machine gun, but then they're easy pickings for the tank or to any infantry position along this Maginot line, basically. I'm getting pinged again, sire. Yeah, I'm ignoring that. Fatty, it's only tracks on. Yeah, there was big blunder in the start. The BM-21 in one spot. I agree. Yeah. Ouch. You know what baffles me? USSR also has artillery positions. And they've brought artillery, they're just not using it yet. Trenchling was finally taken out by USSR. I'm gonna... Oh, yeah, artillery strike coming in now. Trying to get the GRU guy out of the point. Maybe kill him. Whether successful, I'm not sure. A now getting recapped again. B is now uncapped. C is uncapped. Artillery strikes hitting B again to kill the infantrymen. 2 GRU are going down. I thought I kicked this David guy. When did he sneak himself back in, though? Okay, not underscore David. The dude. He is not in my registry. I don't know what to tell you. Is YTSSH still here? Sorry for lack of commentating. I have to focus on this real quick. Let me check the lines. Nobody is in their spawn. Team me Ig. No one is also in their spawn. Okay, that's good. Team. Like infantry, like you can check the registry yourself. This Beans guy isn't in there. I'm sorry. He ain't in there, son. Come on, Rico. Get somebody else in. Oh, we don't have all day. Anyways, what did I miss? A is under cabine control. B is under USSR control, but now C is also under cabine control. Ah, they got the infantry guy. They will be able to recapture that. Ghost of Oman now left to solo crew. Hey. No, with Granite. Okay, he's now with another crewman supporting him since I kind of kicked his other guy. Again, he isn't in the registry. I kicked him once. It's my fault for not noticing he rejoined. Ponzer over here capturing C point for valuable points. This is a close battle, everyone. Look at the points. 14k versus 15k. Nah, 16k. It's only a 1.5k difference now, and these 2 points, if they just hold them for 1 minute, is enough to equalize it. Did they fill the number? Okay, let me server log again. Let me double triple check that he didn't rejoin. He did not. Perfect. Now we can commence the battle commentator. Rah, rah. So, he's now getting recaptured under still heavy artillery bombardment. They focus a lot tank over here. The Ghost of Oman now from a different position. Bit low. Infantry, the tank infantry I think was able to sneak himself into B point to at least uncapture it. Yeah, Ponzer is now retreating back. There's a T-62. T-62 versus ZTZ-96A. Otherwise, Kabini infantry also in heavy arms, small arms fire with the GRU detachment over here. Alongside, first of all, the machine gun position which was taken out. It's only 1v1 now. One loss on each side. He's flanking around. Will Turkey-Yemen be able to spot him? Turkey-Yemen was able to not spot him in time. RPG spam goes out. He misses. And Daven gets the kill. Hoorah. Meanwhile, the T-62 eats a tank hit while they were trying to support with MG fire. He's getting hit from the right flank from what? There seems to be something built over here. SPG-9 position. That's a good shot of it, that hit. Or the ZDC-96A over here. Otherwise, Kabini's still clearing it. Surab's just got brutally driven over. Youch. 2 ZTZs now over here. Running in duo. No, this is term 3, I lied. This is term 3. Command في أقلية? Okay. A is now getting back under Kabini control. USSR was able to regain their backline. Maybe they were spread out onto B. And Daven got engaged by Martin. Daven's gone. There's 2 Kabini infantry over here and the tanks just trying to send high explosive into the position. Clear them up somehow. My bad. I was suddenly tapped out. Now B is uncapped. I think they got all the Kabini infantrymen in here. I'm not gonna enter the point because I would just cap it. And even if I go neutral, then I would just uncap it, which is not nice. Goals of Kabini, this time in the IS-7, supporting friendly infantry and defending A. There's a GRU detachment running around over here, trying to get some kills. Look at this absolute hellscape, on both sides by the way. There are a bunch of dead vehicles alongside this road, and then all of these. Enemy supply truck over here, maybe able to be captured I guess, if this guy thinks about it. If he's using his brain. Might be using his brain this time. Or he's just gonna use it for ammo supply. No, he's just gonna blow it up. For whatever reason. Dude, run away. 1 dynamite was already enough. Centurion Mark 10. Reservist on the mic over here. Was able to tank 2 RPG-7 hits. Somehow. Friendly infantry was able to take out the GRU. ZDZ 96A also now engaged in the ZDZ. From the other side, I think it turns through with its autocannon from all the way over there. This Cent is getting battered. But he's not dead yet. He's still fighting back. Trying to support him. B and C is also again under USSR control, but the I-7 over here just overlooks the road. That was a ricochet. I thought he just shot into spawn. No. That was a ricochet. Centurion is smoking each other. ZDZ is also smoking each other. He is stuck over there with a broken down strike. The ZDZ is getting jumped from all fronts over here right now. He's burning. He's tracked. He's out of fuel, I think. Or his engine's just dead. APS intercepts another RPG. All three crewmen jumps out. EJ's going in for the infantry. Trying to engage it. RPG hits him, but it's a trade. ZZ now only down to 2 crew members. Hunter and Granite. Funny thing, Granite lost his password of his main account. And the ZDZ's dead from the I-7. Nice shot. They got jumped over here. But the I-7 is also not doing too jolly right now. They're getting jumped by an IS-3 from the flank. While infantry is now in the... Why are you loading your grenade launcher? He's back in the driver's seat. Dude, you have an RPG-7. Use it. I guess you want to kill the crewman, I guess. That's also one way to do it. But now he's gonna get 50 cal. The M117 is 50 cal proof? No, it isn't. Crewman now dismounts, runs away, leaves behind his comrade, still gets blown up in the blast. One crewman made it out. Now this is a desperate defense for A. But they're still steadily moving. They got a bunch of infantry getting deployed from some vehicle, most likely. Yeah, over there. There's a supply train they just drove in. But most of their armored forces right now are gone. They only have infantry on A. Vehicles still have to drive in. Team Mihawk. Yeah, this is not jolly at all, people. Infantry trying their best to clear out the forest around A. Clear out their back lines over here. Infantry engagement over here. Another trade. They spawned in on the supply truck. Ghost of Kabini rolling in another T-64 BM. While that artillery still does God's work over here. What happened to the Grad? Did the Grad die? I think the Grad died while I wasn't looking. It's only the supply crew for D30 remaining. But now, after USSR has been focusing so heavily on striking A and has suffered quite several losses on the attack, they left their back lines open again for an infantry detachment to come in and try to roll up and uncap C. They captured C even. Is that just a hole in the wall? What the actual fuck? Well, I guess there's just a hole in the wall and a bunker beneath it. Terms 3 now rolling back to engage C. Sees something in the forest he wants to suppress. Not sure what, but it has to be something. Meanwhile, a M113 is rolling to the side while 2 infantrymen are trying to engage it. That's one... Isn't there another one in this house? Or did I mislook? One guy over here placing down mines now. Mines in this, like currently, in the meta. Mines are mini C4s. Either you shoot them from a distance and you still can basically just sweep an entire point with them. It's basically, if you play Frontline Karelia, it's like throwing a satchel charge into a cap point to just completely clear it out. You can run up to a tank, place one around it, and just suicide yourself with it, because most tanks are gonna die to a mine. Let's see what's gonna happen over here. Terms 3 is rolling in, while this guy is still trying to place down mines. I think the commander sees him. Vehicle gets engaged. Infantry detachment now deploying against the turn 3. With the turn 3, trying to hunt down this one infantryman. Are you seriously shooting a god? There we go, that's what happens if you shoot him. Turn 3 now, uncapping C. Trenchline has been found out. C is completely in their control. Let me reload this thing. And they drop into the mine. I think he pretty much, I think he pretty much just, yeah, he hit it pretty well in the grass and the driver was just blind on this. That's what I mean with landmines. Landmines are mini bombs. Live admin abuse, yeah. Nobody clip this, please, bro. Please, bro, I will lose my job. Sire, please. Anyways. ZC96A again on the right flank. How many did they deploy now? I think 3? I think this is the last one. I think they only brought 4. They still got some T-72s as their back reserve. Which is, I'm pretty sure they don't need to touch. It's only 7 minutes remaining. But it's only 3k point difference. This is a very hard fought for battle. And the tech difference is pretty much in favor of the USSR. But Kabini still had some tricks up their sleeve. Majorly, USSR was able to overcome the artillery lines of the Kabinis to make up to clear points. Something the Kabinis are good at is like using combined arms to capture a point. They have infantry ready to position. They clear the point with artillery and then move in the infantry in, which is a pretty decent strategy. It doesn't work, however, if the enemy infantry just hops off the point with the tank support, and the second somebody tries to come in, they just then blast them. Especially not if all the artillery guns are dead. They only have a D40 howitzer, and the D40 howitzer's high explosive filler is not the greatest. Trenchline unit dead over here. They uncapped the B point. The tank has to roll back a few meters to capture it again. Still engaged through wall banging with the bullet over here, while the bullet is engaging something else over there entirely. Yeah, this is a wallbang battle. I think if the bullet, like, just sees the muzzle flash where he shoots from, I think he can counter. Because the turn 3 has no armor. And now he got his full attention over here. Yeah, the turn 3 is not firing anymore. He doesn't want to reveal his position like that. Especially in dead again from infantry. They have some infantry mostly in their backline over here. And I'm too lazy to now switch teams because I kind of want to look at this. At this tank duel right now. Good armor, good gun. Versus this guy just hiding behind the wall. The second this guy knows where he is shooting from, he's dead. Because the turn 3 has no armor. Anywhere he hits this, he's gonna damage something crucial. Kabini BMP3 now destroyed. Put into a like complete sandwich between infantry from 2 sides and a tank. 30 mil going out to clear out the wall over here. While he's continuing to wallbang. Will the bullet be now able to engage? Oh my goodness gracious. Son. Zone. The bullet, yeah, bullet is Ghost Grey, but we have no press, so I guess. They've been using Ghost Grey for this tank crew for a long while now. Zone, man. Yeah, no, I'm publicly sharing this guy. Son. Descendant. What other terms? Oh, the terms refunding because engaged, but what? Infantry or tank? The turn has a blowout door? Well, now he's gonna die. Surely. Infantry first, infantry warfare. He got intercepted. No, he just didn't die again. Yeah, infantry doing here God's work currently in the pack line. But one guy was able to sneak himself and try to capture B over here. The bullet got out. They made it with the help of crewman placeables. Smart usage of crewman placeables over here, by the way. And they made it out. Hopefully quick enough to support B before the infantry gets flushed out. Yep, B is back in use. I think now it's more of a question of the middle tracks are lifted. Cover. Yeah, Ghost of Cabini. Good shot on the T-72B. They had zero clue that Ghost of Cabini is gonna peek from there. They've been trying to support the B infantry the entire time. Got to make themselves a big target. But now they are the big target of enemy infantry. One infantry over here, one infantry to the side. They're getting battered from two fronts. One crewman's dead. Other crewman's calling it quits. Gunner still in. Fire up, and there's the ammo rack. Good fighting. And there it goes. But it isn't without the price. BMP3 was able to push up now. Engages one of the infantrymen. Tries to get the other. With just high explosive, gets some hits in. The Turf 3 is back alive. He knows it was... they're trying to try to drive it up. Or retreat to friendly lines to preserve it. Because there's currently one crew member. Two other crew members are dead. T-62 on the flank of the BMP3. Currently holding a staring contest. If this guy is smart, he's gonna... Oh, nice hit. Oh, floosh. Floosh down the pipe. He's dead as hell. T-62 took a hit, however. There's now the Bloodhunter infantryman. Ready his RPG, fires, pens, but not the ammo. And he got counter RPG spammed. Ooh, this could have been dangerous. Didn't even damage anything. I don't see anything broken over here. Last minute. Okay, I'm just gonna ready the message. Not send it in yet, so I can just stay on the trigger. Just pause timer. This is not gonna be a major victory, it's gonna be a normal victory. Now it's a question if USSR was able to learn from their mistakes and either drive their tanks back to base or at least capture them so they don't lose them on the field. 3, 3, 2, 1, 0. Don't move your tanks! Please! What is happening over here? Two enemies enjoying a good jolly time with each other. That's a dynamite! Run! The Unibomber attack! Unibomber attack! This was funny. This was a good battle. Definitely a lot more fun than last time. It's gonna be a normal USSR victory. Not a Cabini major loss. Cannot wait for participating in another campaign. I want to produce T-55s and buy M1113s. USSR and Hawk team, right? Yeah, no, USSR is an E. Yeah, because lore-wise, USSR is more like Polish. like they also have some Eagle tech. So and the Cabinis are more like actual USSR. So that's what happens. All right, let me drop down. They have captured their. You see, this is a loophole to capture your own vehicle so you don't lose it. Good loophole, in my opinion. They captured their own vehicle. That's decent. Otherwise, you just drive it back to base. But if you're in combat, I think this is just more fun. I'm not gonna patch this. It's just you sacrifice capturing another vehicle for potentially just keeping yours. I think this is just fair. Alright. Reset others. There we go. Everyone's back on spawn. There you go. Now I have I hope I didn't. Yeah, no, I'm still recording. What am I scared for? Let me finish up the recording now. Thank you for watching, everyone. There you go. Stop it! Flush down, dude.